Hello, folks, and welcome back to the Crystal Men. I'm Tom.
And I'm Jim.
And we just watched whatever the name of this episode was, which was The Killing Joke. What was it called?
It was not The Killing Joke. It's called a joke. It's like a joke hurt.
Episode 21, specifically.
I was looking up something else.
Oh my god.
Hold on. Joking Victim, I think.
Joking Victim.
Choking Victim. Yeah, that's a cute little name because
little...
he chokes on the thing at the end, which is not how I interpreted that, but sure.
But we were very prepared.
I did want to come up with a quick update to last episode.
Yes.
So I looked into it really quickly. And Ian Jones-Cordy, who was the supervising director, and also I think he and Rebecca Sugar are married. I believe so.
Oh.
He also did OKKO. He did that TV show.
I don't know what that is.
I'm not a huge fan of OKKO. We'll talk about it later. But I love Ian JQ. He's great. He said in 2021 he actually tweeted about this. So he got to voice direct Nicki Minaj for the Sugalite episode.
Oh. And
said that what they had done was, apparently Rebecca Sugar would do this occasionally, is personally reach out to voice actors they wanted to get on or people they wanted to voice.
People?
So they sent her a letter that had illustrations of Sugalite, and I guess he was pretty vague in the tweet. It's just a tweet. But yeah, there was like drawings of Sugalite and also like what they wanted to do with the character. I think that's so freaking cool that like...
They just
it's not like it was a personal connection thing, but all right, I just wanted to
that always just reminds me of Aladdin, how bad Disney wanted to get Robin Williams.
Oh my gosh, that's a crazy
genie.
Story.
Yeah, and so they animated his entire like comedy bit as the genie, and they were like, "Hey, can you do this for us? This is what it would look like." So I always just find that neat when people are like, "I want this specific person to do this role."
Yeah, the vision is so specific.
Yeah. But anyway, so the beginning of the episode starts off very like Simpsons-esque kind of humor in my opinion. Like the way the animation looked too, with Steven like when he opened his mouth to drink all the soda and stuff. But anyway, Steven has some hot flakes, which is absolutely not a Chekhov's gun that comes back later.
Yeah, so the joke is that Amethyst, the only gem aside from Steven that we see in the episode.
Yes, very human only episode.
She, and this is really the only supernatural element too, is the pepper flakes, whatever it's called, hot flakes, lava flakes.
Explain where it came from, but
cool. I love the little sparkle design, the little sparkle motif on it. Looks great.
I would try it.
I would definitely try it. She puts it on some French fries for Steven, and it's just a funny scene. Yes, Steven. The reactions are so over the top, kind of what we were talking about like last week's episode.
Definitely not 20 minutes ago.
Yeah. The like characterization, the actual expressions of the characters are so over the top. The part when he drinks the soda, like you mentioned, he like melts backwards. It's so funny. I love the drawings in the show. Yeah, the drawings are just so good.
Just fun, very slapstick, very early wackiness too. I feel like they kind of later on in the series ground like what's realistically possible for characters. Like you wouldn't, I don't think, and I might be wrong on this, but as far as I remember, you wouldn't see like that kind of like weird facial contortion.
Everything in the third act, it feels like so
it's played very much, like straight.
It is in a weird way. That's the funny thing, because at first it feels like it's going to be one of those over the top reactions. We'll get to it when we get to it, but it's all like supposed to be contextual. Like this is what we're seeing here. These really extreme faces, these really extreme red explosions. But so yeah, the inciting incident, Steven spills a bunch of soda on the ground. Lars trips and apparently really hurts his back.
I will say, if I tripped into a giant pile of soda, not even for the back, just I'd be so sticky.
I would go home.
I would at least go home to change.
I would go home, yeah.
But so yeah, he fakes the back injury to leave. Who owns the donut shop?
I think we learn this later. I'm pretty sure. Fuck, who is it? Well, doesn't Mayor Dewey go and work at the donut shop later in the series? He does later on,
yeah. But
someone, I forget. There is a character that owns the donut shop. I think it's just been too long.
Because, Lars just leaves, and because Sadie's there, it's fine. But, well, first off, I mean, you're just missing out on a day of pay, in my opinion. But whatever. Yeah, they don't really get into the economics, surprisingly, in this children's show of, how financially that's going to work. But
yeah, it is kind of interesting. So it does seem that like he is still getting paid though, right? Because she's just kind of covering for him.
Is he? I don't know.
I think that's kind of the idea. Is that
the implication is that she's
covering? Yeah, she's
shift.
covering for him. She's covering a shift, which is also kind of. I know obviously it's a cartoon and we want to have like the donut shop characters bounce off each other. But, like, if you think about it, they're the only characters we ever see there.
Yeah.
Who is taking their off days? Like, they don't work there every day, right? Like, they can't.
Not to mention, I mean, do you need 2 people in that shop?
It's always empty.
There's 3 customers at most.
So, Steven Universe doesn't take place in our real world.
No, I need 1 for 1. Has to translate directly to the real world, or else I am going to bitch.
Well, famously, Rebecca Sugar says that the sort of Beach City is kind of based off an amalgam of different Delaware beaches, such as Rehoboth Beach, which I've been to. I've been to a couple of Delaware beaches, but presumably we're really seeing like mostly off-season time. I think there are some times where we do see people there.
It is specifically off-season right now because there's an episode later, I think, that Lars talks about like the summer rush coming and excited that all the girls are coming.
Oh, yeah, interesting.
I think that's when Jasper comes, but I may be wrong.
Ooh, I think you're right.
Either that or no, it's what's her face? Why can't I think of her name?
Blue Diamond.
Nope.
Green Diamond.
Blue.
Pearl. Lapis Lazuli.
Thank you. Wow.
I can't wait to get to Lapis. I'm so excited to get to Lapis.
I love Lapis enough to not remember her name right now. No, it was when she sucks up all the water and they got pissed because it was summertime.
Yeah.
But regardless, they're in the shop. Steven takes over for Lars. And they have to do the training videos, which I love. Really dark bit about the one guy just
dying. So yeah, and this is, from my understanding, real. Like places like Dunkin' Donuts, Krispy Kreme. Well, actually, Krispy Kreme might make their own. That might be the exception. I don't know though.
A lot of deaths in the back.
But yeah, no, most of these places ship the donuts in like every morning. Like when you go to Dunkin' Donuts, those are not prepared on site. No. Those are just like packaged and sent, which it's kind of funny. They're in this episode, they're just literally in humongous boxes,
in this giant bin in the
just
back.
Open, they're just open air.
Gonna be stale.
I love donuts. This episode made me want a fucking donut so bad.
I can't eat donuts actually.
Really?
Too sugary for me.
I wish.
We were just talking about sugar, but you know what I do love? Bagel shops.
Bagels, yeah.
Any type of bagel, and you know what? They make them fresh.
That's true, yeah. I would pick a bagel over a donut almost any time, I think.
Same. Plus, you want a little sweetness. You just put like some cinnamon butter on it.
Yeah, so I will say, though, the donut that Steven, or that whoever puts the hot pepper flakes at the end, looks delicious. I would eat that fucking donut. But so, yeah, we get the really great bit. It's very like a observational humor almost of like those training videos. The training videos from mostly the 80s, and it might have been during COVID. I remember, or when I was like unemployed, which was like pre-COVID time. I remember going down a rabbit hole of
just watching this.
Yeah, like sometimes it'll be like 3 a.m. and you're on Reddit, and like I don't do this anymore.
You're on the weird part of YouTube.
Yeah, and I remember specifically watching so many of these training videos, and I love them. They're so kitschy. There's a really, really famous Wendy's one, which I feel like they take a lot from, where they specifically do like the R&B, like it's about like you gotta press the
directly where the joke came from for this one, but yeah,
there's some really good ones. There's a really, really funny Old Country Buffet one that I love about like those buffets, they have someone who's like at the meat carving station.
Yeah,
it's all about being the meat carving guy. And the man who is the actor is so sweaty. It's awesome. I love that video.
I used to work at a Pet Value, and they had those training videos that we had to watch, and it was all different situations with pets and stuff, and they were just as bad, but I did watch all of them religiously because I was fascinated.
They're so funny and kitschy, and like it gives you this peek into a different world of like corporate, what a corporation is trying to do.
The employees, we'll really get them.
And I really love this like building out of Beach City, like seeing a young Mr. Smiley.
Yeah, that was neat.
And also, I just can never get over his design. Something about his pants and legs never looks right to me. And I think it's supposed to be like a joke, like a specific type of like guy that wears like tight pants, tight shorts, but
look at it because I
something I don't know. There's just something about his design
the whole time.
But I really, really love this bit so much. I love that Steven loves it so much because I relate to him. Like,
oh yeah,
I am him in this scene. I think later on we learn Mr. Smiley owns the boardwalk.
He owns a lot of things. He owns the arcade, right? Yeah, because Steven broke the stuff, and he owns the one roller coaster. Yeah, so I guess the whole.
So I'm showing a picture of Tom.
That's a man's man.
I don't know. There's something weird about. I feel like the way that his waist and like his thighs are like too short, or they're too skinny.
Kind of gives like wrestler vibes. Like caricature.
Especially with the mustache. I generally really like Mr. Smiley though. I think he's, especially in this episode, I love, like Sadie says that he was a retired former R&B singer, and Steven sings a song with him, has like a little moment with him.
It's funny that you said, I don't care about him as a character at all.
I don't either, but I love this moment.
Oh yeah, like the moment's nice. It's just a little world building for no other reason than just to have some fun, I guess. But I remember that there's that episode later with the
Zoltar machine.
The Zoltar machine. I hate that one. I did not care.
I want to revisit that because I remember specifically being like, I don't like this episode.
Yeah, like I think that was one of my least favorite episodes. But anyway, so they're having some donut shop fun, which is nice.
Steven loves it. Steven loves working at the donut shop.
Get along very well too. It's nice to see she kind of gives a little bit of just sweet older sister vibes.
Yeah, which is neat because I think we've talked about before, at least to me, like the Gems feel like either kind of mother or aunt surrogates.
Yes.
I had a lot of aunts. I have a lot of aunts, I guess, still, but growing up, I had a lot of aunts in my life, and I just feel like, that kind of energy. Yeah. It's hard to explain it without sounding weird and sexist. But like
ants be like, am I right?
But to be around a lot of women when you're younger and like be that as a role model for Steven is something that I can relate to personally. And I think it's interesting that we have a character like Sadie who really is more like an older sister in a way that's different from like Steven and the cool kids.
Yeah, the cool kids,
they like Steven. They treat him as like a cool kid, but like Sadie knows Steven a bit more. She treats him like,
they feel closer, yeah.
Yeah, she treats, not with the kid gloves, but like the way that like a caring older person treats a younger kid.
Exactly, yeah.
And not in like a demeaning way, but just like
she finds him endearing.
Yeah, exactly.
In a straightforward way.
And because he cares. Like he cares a lot about her. Not like in a very personal, like specific way, but the way he cares about everyone. Like he wants everyone to be happy and have their feelings feel good. It's funny though, we get this moment where Steven wants to kind of like kick Lars out of the picture here, which is weird because it feels like Steven likes Lars even when Lars is being mean.
Yeah, the joke is that Steve is just completely oblivious to Lars being an asshole. But we watched the episode where he actually snaps at Lars for the first time.
In Lars and the Cool Kids, that's when Lars says something about the moss or whatever, and Steven's like that's my fucking mom. Like Steven does stand up for himself. So it is, you can kind of see it as like Steven knows when it goes too far.
Yeah, and I think maybe a little bit after that he's more willing to press Lars's buttons.
Yeah.
To a level that he might understand. But yeah, he's like, let's just fucking fire
Yeah,
him.
And this is before he knows that Lars is lying, which is very obvious from like a cartoon standpoint.
Yeah, I mean, obviously. But
then they have so Steven and Sadie are vibing. I think this is when, yeah, she talks about their special night.
Yeah, I mean, the undertone is there for sure, but
so yeah, Lars is
them
banned from every game store in the area.
Sounds about right.
Lars. So
I hate him. So
much. Problem is that like
I hate him.
Even as we didn't even talk about the Lars spinoff last episode.
Oh my god,
there's a Lars spinoff, Lars of the Stars, which is coming out next year.
Maybe I'll hold my judgment, but
I don't like Lars as a character generally, but compared to Sadie, and like the problem is that we're talking about extremes here. Like in this episode, unfortunately, I'm on Lars's side because he gets fucked over harder than Sadie does. Sadie's feelings get fucked over in like a really mean teenager way, but like Lars is tortured by like supernatural fire here.
I guess when you put it like that, sure. I mean,
and I know it wasn't her intention to do that, but you could say there's a recklessness. She lives in a world where there's magic shit going on all the time.
I think if we're talking about the technicality of it, sure. I mean, in her shoes, I would have done the exact same thing.
Yeah, it's hard to fault her for what she does.
Yeah, I mean, they just make Lars so unlikable.
He's a dick.
And it's like, yeah, I mean, I guess when you're talking literal magic fire flakes, which, I mean, like, it's not like they're playing that for like, he's setting things on fire.
Yeah,
like,
so
his insides are burning.
To just kind of catch up to that point, like, Steven and Sadie go to Lars' house. We hear this moment where whatever, they had a night together. A little vague. It doesn't. You were saying they fucked. I don't think they fucked.
No, I was teasing.
You said that they went all the way, and she had to get an abortion.
No, I didn't. I said specifically that she snail trailed all over.
You did say that.
The oyster crackers, and I hate myself for just saying that again.
Yeah, it's on air. It's on air. It's saved. Well, I'm gonna have to edit this episode anyway. So.
Yeah, that's fine. So anyway, yeah, they talk about their night, which obviously the implications that she likes Lars a lot, and that she's basically simping for him, and
he uses that. Her. Yeah, he uses that
specifically to take advantage of her kindness. So they find they find Lars with the cool kids jumping on a trampoline, like cool kids do.
Yeah. They're very, very cool kids. And also, it's one of those moments where it's like the second they get to his house, he's like, I can't believe Sadie believed that I faked my back injury. It's like, all right.
I'm announcing my evil plan
it's like,
now.
We can, you're on a trampoline. We know that you're lying.
Yeah. And then Sadie snaps at Steven a little bit there. I'm surprised that he was just like, because she did kind of have a little mean moment with Steven when he's just...
This is the true evil villain, Sadie, coming through. These characters are awful. One thing I do like, they don't make Sadie a good guy. They don't make Lars a good guy. They don't make Lars a bad guy. All the way. Like, they give Lars, like, enough hurt. Like, he gets punished enough that I think it's fair. She gets punished a bit,
he
too.
Dies.
He does actually die later. That's true. That's a true fact.
Yeah.
But, no, I really like how we're kind of morally... Not just like
it's a little bit more realistic. I mean, nobody's aside from Steven in the show is a perfect paragon of good, really. And Steven's impish, of course, but no.
But I'm sorry, I'm cutting off.
Yeah. Shut up. Oh my god, I could finally say it on air. No, it's just. I mean, they're kids. They are themselves teenagers, acting how teenagers would.
Yeah, it's good writing in that regard. I think.
Yeah.
There's a couple little like I don't want to gloss over like how amazing the animation is in these episodes character wise. Like for me, I think character animation is such a like not lost, I shouldn't say that. It's such an important thing when you're especially starting a series and you're trying to give a characterization in 10 minutes.
Yeah.
And there's a little bit where like Sadie kind of like rubs her knuckle. She rubs like her thumb knuckle because she's like upset, and it's such a great like small little detail. It's like
you have to express a lot with a little bit.
Yeah, it's a lot of these like tangible details that you really hang on to that give you so much about how the characters feel, aside from just like making Steven cry every episode or whatever.
Yeah, which also there are additions
tears.
To the there's hold on, I think there was 3. Nope. Yeah, 3 cries.
Three cries. But so yeah, and to kind of catch up to what we were saying, Steven. The next day, Steven brings the fire sauce, the fire sprinkles, which look delicious. I want a donut so bad right now. And then, Lars bites into it and suffers. He suffers from it.
And then, suffers appropriately.
Get over it. Sorry, my dog is being a brat.
Get over here, Hella. What are you doing?
Hella, come
here, Hella.
My troublesome dog.
No, you're just going to be over there.
So... He is a brat. Oh no, that's my dog. Steven kind of goes a little too far, but he doesn't really realize it. Steven's reaction wasn't as crazy as Lars. So presumably Amethyst gave Steven less pepper flakes than Steven gave Lars. Also Steven is a god.
Amethyst did not coat like where it's visible on the donut. Like, the implication is that there was just a little bit of sauce for Steven.
Yeah.
But
the equivalent to like drinking the bottle versus getting like 1 drop of hot sauce.
Yes. Which I am also, as much as I say I would totally eat that, I do terrible with hot stuff, so I do feel for Lars a little bit. I'm a baby, and that would melt me.
Yeah, I agree.
And also, they brought back the fire extinguisher, too, because they specifically mentioned in the training that there was a fire extinguisher on the wall.
Wow, they did.
I thought just little details like that. Oh, the poster in the...
Tiger Millionaire. There's a pink puma,
room.
Tiger Millionaire poster. Purple puma, sorry.
I always appreciate little callbacks.
The part of the thing is the Heimlich maneuver, too. That's part of the training video, and that's how Steven saves him. I didn't catch the fire extinguisher. That's great.
Yeah, they specifically mentioned it all.
These episodes are written so well. And so I want to bring up, this is a constant thing people love to talk about, Steven Universe being not a script-written show, but a board-written show.
Yes.
And I think people shit on board-driven shows sometimes where they might not have writing, like a little writing, whatever. But I think they do really fall into what you'd expect from like a properly written show, like a well-written show.
I think so.
Those callbacks, I think, are really good. Like they're setting these things up. The last episode, we had these little bookend moments with Pearl, like...
everything comes full circle by the end of the 10 minutes, and they still have a whole plot in between, which is nice.
Yeah, just so much fun, so many things happening. Lars spewing fire, the expressions are so good.
Yeah, and once again, so the people of Beach City just take the extraordinary as very mundane. I mean, even last episode when Sugalite was coming, they're like, "Whoa, what is this?"
Yeah,
but not screaming in terror and leaving. Just kind of like, "Wow, that's weird." And granted, I know they've existed with gems and weirdness for
their whole lives. It's been their normalcy.
But it's like, yeah, if this is actually making me spew fire,
it's something that's neat
weird
too. And it's funny because I was expecting it to happen, but in like a less interesting show, the fire would have been the third act. It would have been the town's on fire. We have to save it. We have to figure out how to put the town out. But it's not. It's about resolving the emotional, the feelings hurt of Sadie, and also Sadie going a little too far without realizing it.
Yeah, that is true.
The fire being put out is like a thing that needs to happen, but it's not.
Just
the town's on fire.
Yeah, everything's fine. It's just, well, aside from the ice cream, which, I mean.
Yes, there's a lot of really good little gags here and there. The Mayor Dewey like statue misdirect is really funny.
Yeah.
Him pulling out like a little, because he doesn't know all kids scream for ice cream. He has to like read notes on like what the tagline is. Yeah, and then that's kind of the episode. They just have a reconcile moment where Lars offers, you could say in a bit of a manipulator way, he kind of is like, I want to help if you'll let me. Push his fingers together.
I sure hope that maybe I can help clean up this suit.
In hindsight, like I can only view this moment as like as negative, whereas like they should realize they're incompatible. They should.
Well, that's what bothers me about the whole Lars and Sadie thing. Like Lars just uses Sadie, and Sadie's like, "I'm gonna stand up for myself," which she did for a second in this episode, and then the second that
caves,
the second that he gives any bit of kindness, it's everything's fine. And I know she's like in love with him, but it's sad. And again, it's true to form with like, one-sided love at that age, but it's just like, grow backbone, girl.
For me,
grow a backbone, girl.
True, I agree.
What are you doing?
For me, I think it really comes down to like, how do you stick the landing? And I think that's kind of the problem here. Is it like we end up going in such crazy realms with their relationship that it becomes untenable. Like,
yeah,
the episode that makes Sadie a villain for me is when they get stranded.
And she straight up just lies too.
And she lies. And to me, it's like we get so far away from it that it's like we can't stick the will they won't they landing. They needs to be a they won't. They absolutely will not. Like,
yeah, 100%. I mean, as awful as Lars is just day to day, Sadie does some truly terrible stuff just under the guise of, I just want to spend time with him.
Yeah. That's not good.
Yeah. I mean, I know she's meant to be the sweeter character, but I'm also glad that they do show her not being.
It's nice. It's good. It gives her like
more characterization.
We'll get to that when we get to that episode, though.
But all that said, I don't particularly care too much about the Lars and Sadie stuff.
Nah.
So this episode for me was fine. Like, again, it's nice to watch. It's not an episode that I would be like,
turn to now.
I would probably tell people that I could probably skip this one if they were looking for a quick blast.
If they wanted to go through it really quick.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure there's there's a Reddit post that like shows like the core episodes of that you would have to watch to like get the full story.
That's crazy though.
I don't know why you would do that.
I'm so against that. The only times I think it's appropriate are like true filler, like
One Piece.
One Piece is a really good example of that. It's funny because like I've read all of One Piece. That's something I've done since we last recorded, or since we last did our 2020 episodes. And I'll see like clips of the anime on like whatever Instagram or YouTube, and I'll be like, okay, this did not happen at all in the manga, and
it's just so
it's weird.
Much. Or like Naruto, where it's
I know that's another one too.
Yeah, I mean, see, for
that's
me,
true filler. Like that is true. Like there's no basis for this content. It's completely original, whole cloth. But Steven is like an original story. So
exactly, and something like that. I guess you would say no episode's actually filler because it at least develops character, and it's a 1-to-1 creation.
But there are probably, I mean, if you really
episodes...
wanted to skip a few, I still think that like, I don't know. It just depends on the kind of experience you want.
It's a short enough series that it's
10
not
minutes.
Like, it's
sit
like,
down for 10 minutes.
I mean, so we're watching it on Hulu, and there's like 1.5 to 2 minutes of ads in the middle of the episode, and that's like a fifth of the episode.
Yes, it really is. But it gave us time to talk about Sadie and Lars' crazy sexcapades.
Yeah, that's true. And my God, I'm so glad that like by the end of the series they just never end up together.
It's good. It's legitimately good.
Yeah.
I like what I don't like Lars. We'll see. We're gonna put a pin in this. Maybe I'll like Lars. My problem with the Lars, like Starjammers, they're not called Starjammers. That's X-Men. He basically becomes fucking what's his face from the X-Men? Cyclops' dad. Do you know what I'm talking about?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
In X-Men, Cyclops' dad he's a human, but he becomes a Starjammer. He becomes a captain of a alien like spaceship.
I was thinking more like Guardians of the Galaxy.
It was like proto Guardians of the Galaxy. But those characters didn't really exist in that form at that time. They did exist, like whatever. I'm getting too nerdy, but
nerd.
Corsair. That's his Cyclops' dad is named Corsair, and he's a crew of aliens.
That's what you wear during prom, Jimmy.
No. You're thinking of either a cravat or corsage, yeah. But yeah, he basically becomes it's like an X-Men send-up, X-Men Starjammers thing.
It's fine.
I just don't like the other freaks. I hate all those other characters. I love the stupid
deformed freaks.
Literally,
Jimmy says it right there.
I hate them. I love the Sapphire though. The Sapphire that predicts the future that already happened.
Oh, yeah.
That is a character that I would literally never get tired of.
I like the character voiced by Aloy from Horizon Zero Dawn.
Really? Ashley Birch voices one of them?
Yeah, she voices the two-headed one.
Really? I didn't know that.
Yeah. Does a great job, too. And I'm playing Horizon Zero Dawn Forbidden West right now.
Oh, are you?
Yeah.
One of 10 people to ever play that game. No, I'm kidding. They're extremely popular.
They're such good games, first off. But I played half of it like years ago. Actually, probably right around the time we were recording. And then life got in the way and I stopped. And then I didn't feel like picking it back up. So I started a new game. Has nothing to do with this again, but a little bit of
really quick game tangent. The last time we recorded, well, I keep saying that, but we recorded like 20 minutes ago.
Sure.
When we recorded in 2020, the game Hollow Knight Silksong was announced but not out.
Oh my God.
Currently, the game is announced but not out, but it's coming out tomorrow, so I'm very excited. Allegedly, yeah.
Also, way to timestamp this.
I know. People are going to be like, damn, they freaking are holding out on us.
Yeah.
Do we have anything else to talk about? I mean,
no, it wasn't a crazy episode.
It was a fine episode. Every moment that I watch the characters move on screen is a joy.
Yeah, it's just the animation was beautiful in its own way. Steven did not learn a single lesson, I would say, this episode.
If anything, he just kind of learned more about the people around him.
Yeah, it's just him connecting with the residents of Beach City.
And I just love, I feel like that little Mr. Smiley moment is such a good way of showing that Steven is such a likable, if not like kind of foolish child, but he's so quick to get along with people. And
yeah, he just likes people.
He's joyful. He's just chaotic and whimsical and
fun.
I love this little stupid chunky
this little yam.
This little yam.
This is a little yam.
Yeah.
I will be interested, and I want to keep a mental note myself of if the episodes kind of follow this pattern of very gem centric, very human, human. I know obviously it gears more towards gems later in the series, but I wonder if like they'll do kind of like a flip. I bet next episode, whatever it is, because I don't remember.
It might be Steven and the Stevens.
Oh,
it might be. I think you'd expect that, right? You'd expect it to flip.
yeah.
I think that notoriously the show does go harder into batches of what do we call it? Beach City episodes,
and then some.
and we get like the little gem peppers here and there.
Interesting.
Because that was probably the biggest complaint I think a lot of people have is, oh, another Beach City episode.
Oh. Well, shut up.
The Zoltar
Stop
episode, though, we'll see when we get
people.
to that one. I can't wait to get to that one because we're going to hate it.
Yeah, except for that one. I'm allowed to not like that one, but you guys aren't.
All right, thank you so much for listening to us. We'll be back again next Monday
Yeah.
with another Crystal Men.
And
Yeah.
And keep on keeping on, you beautiful bastards.
Keep on keeping on. Thank you.
Bye.